So I have a problem, and I think that you guys are probably the most qualified to help me, aside from my wife who's not here, so now I'm talking to you. I don't know anything about like interior decorating or making like a space look cool. It's not my skill set. Like my creativity like starts and stops at computers. That's just like what I'm good at. Everything else I kind of just, like I'm the kind of adult, like if I was single, I would have like a mattress on the floor with like one TV and a you know, PlayStation controller next to it, and then my PC in the corner. That would literally be like the whole house, but I wanted to kind of like redo this, and I'm just not good at it. So I thought maybe I could involve you guys in it, and you guys could like help me out with maybe some ideas on some things to do in here, because even when I did ask my wife, she's not being very helpful. So I need you to, let's take a tour. Let's take a tour of the office real quick, and then we can get like a better idea of like where my headspace is and what we need to get accomplished. So if I'm standing like at the front door, like I have my kids' art on the wall, it used to be right there. So if you were ever concerned about where my kids' art went, it is still here. We've just relocated, and we're gonna do some new taping, and we'll fix all that up. But for right now, that's where it lives. So I took everything off of the walls because we're gonna kind of redo everything. I took my desk, which you guys know this desk. This is where I build all the computers. I build it on this desk, and it's usually right here. And this is the backdrop, the gray wall that you guys have seen me talk on forever, it seems. And the problem with it is that this was, right here, was about as much space as I had to work. So I couldn't walk forward, couldn't go back. I was basically living up against the wall in order to work. And I've really since then enjoyed the idea, since the sim racer got here, I've enjoyed this little bit more open space here. Now, my thought process is, because obviously I still do need a place to build computers, and I can't build computers on that desk anymore since that's got all of my stuff on it, because I used to have an L-shaped desk that was in the corner here, but it was really tiny and really old, and it was time for it to go. We've had it forever. So this desk went over here, and I like it. I think this desk will stay, but it is very big. It's massive. When this is from FlexiSpot, they actually gave me this table to work on, and I asked them for the biggest sit-stand table that they had, and this is what they sent. And they weren't kidding. It's very big. But my thought process is, maybe what I need is just a smaller table, nothing too crazy, maybe 3.5 to maybe 4 feet here, that can be here so that I can have the camera, you know, back here, and then this would be the backdrop. So you'd have a pretty decent view, especially if we can decorate here, which is the plan. I want to decorate here, and I also want to get rid of this. So this right here is my window, right? If we open it up here, my window's behind there. The only reason I black out curtain is so that I can control the light a little bit better, because, you know, natural light is unpredictable. Now, because we have this, it looks hideous. I hate this so much. So what I want to do is I want to cover it or fill it with something. I don't know if any of you guys have an idea of what would be something good to put over this wall. I would assume that you would have to kind of cover the whole wall, or at least half the wall, and then put something else over here. So that way, I would love to be able to put, like, I don't know, something RGB or a sign or some kind of decoration on that wall to make it not so bland. I just don't like that it's just a gigantic black square here. So I'm gonna need your help with that. I'm gonna need you to run down to the comment section down below and tell me what you guys think we could do there. I'm sorry if I look like crap. I literally have been up since 3:30 this morning. I just got off work. I'm recording this with you, and then I gotta go outside and I gotta mow the lawn. So it's been a long day. But another thing that I have been toying with is the idea of getting rid of the desk that is up against this wall because it's so big, and getting a smaller desk and then putting it on this wall right behind me, still covering the window. But if I get the smaller desk, it would fit, you know, alongside of the sim rig, giving me more space up front here to work. The only problem with that is that smaller desks, I really can't keep my PC on the desk while also having my monitors. And you guys know me, I build computers because I want to see them. I want to see my work. I really love building computers. I build them because I feel like they're art more than they are just a piece of machinery to use to play video games. I don't even really play video games all that much. I do it more for the love of the build and to put these computers together. I just really enjoy it. And the last thing I want to do is have to put it like on a stand underneath my desk. That's just, I don't build them for that reason. I build them to be on the desk for presentations. So having a smaller desk there, it really doesn't work. So the way that I'm seeing it is this will end up being the primary backdrop for the channel. I'll always have, you know, like a race car or racing footage on the sim rig, and then my computer is gonna be on. You'll be able to see the PC, you'll be able to see the monitors. I think it's gonna look really nice if we can decorate this area real well and give it like a, you know, a really good look. And some ideas that I had were, I thought maybe hat rack, get a pretty big hat rack, and I can buy a whole bunch of Hurley hats and hang my Hurley hats on there because, you know, all you guys know I wear Hurley all the time. Another thing that I thought about was I have a ton of PC controllers, Xbox and PlayStation. I did a review not too long ago, and I think I have like 8 of them. I can go ahead and maybe pick up a few more of those, use those to decorate the walls, but I mean, I feel like controllers kind of played out. Another thing was maybe the IKEA pegboard. I know a lot of people have used the IKEA pegboard to come up with something and hang like their keyboards. I do have a whole bunch of keyboards that I've taken a look at in the past. I mean, I have a whole bunch of really cool gear. I don't really want to do like old motherboard and old GPU boxes. I feel like everyone kind of has that. But just something original, something unique. I have looked into the idea of maybe getting a sign made. A sign, you know, where the big window is, it's all blacked out. We could get rid of that, you know, cover it with something and then hang like a PC Rehab sign on there. I thought that would be a cool idea. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think it would look pretty dope. I would really love it if you guys ran down to the comment section and like told me what you guys think would look really cool, because I honestly have no idea what looks good, what would look good in this area. I would really kind of think that like maybe like a racing theme area plus my gaming area, and then that would look cool mashed up. I think it would look pretty dope. Or like maybe have something that like splits the room in half, race side and then, you know, studio side or something like that. I don't know, just some things to toy around with. Or check this out. So there is also this area of the room to the side of the desk. Obviously this is my closet. There's just a whole bunch of crap in there. But I could potentially, you know, hold the camera like here. You wouldn't see the door. Maybe even angle it a little bit more like this. And then I could keep the table here and I could stand there. And we could do something to the backdrop here, or we could still maintain some of the gray wall. There is this area here, and I could potentially put a desk right here, and then bam, we'd be able to still record on the gray wall. I mean, there's so many options. Now, obviously the culprit to why I am in a space conundrum is the addition of the simulation rig. This was a selfish purchase. For like the past 2-3 years or so of like the whole channel, everything that we make on the channel, because we make some money, we don't make like a ton of money, but everything that we make on the channel ends up going back into the channel in some way. Either I'm buying products to show you, or different things that I think look cool, especially now. Before, like, I was also able to flip PCs on the side other than what I was showing you on camera, and I'd make a little extra money, and that's taken a hit. So a large part of me was thinking there was a chance that the content was going to be hard to make, and I couldn't have been more wrong, to be completely honest, because I built this because I thought I won't have much content to make. I'm gonna need something to do because I don't play any video games anymore, and I've always wanted to get into sim racing. So I built this for fun, and I absolutely love it. This thing is so cool. It's like the best thing to do after like a long day. You come over here and just cruise. It's so sick. And I haven't even really touched like the actual sim racing games, but because of the addition of this, it's kind of filled in this space too much to the point where like now you gotta kind of get creative with how we're gonna proceed going forward. And like I said, I thought that this was gonna be done because we're going to be running out of content, which couldn't be any further from the truth. I built this, I made the video of us building this, and I've had multiple sim racing companies reach out to send me things to add to this to make it even better. It's wild to me. And I never thought with one video of me making my sim racing rig, and it's not like the video doesn't have like 1 million views or anything. I think it's like 6,000 views right now, and still multiple companies have reached out to send me stuff for this. I have multiple other companies reaching out to me to send me a wide variety of other products. It's really crazy. Just, I thought that I was going to be out of content, and now I'm to the point where I'm like kind of overwhelmed with the amount of content I have to do. It's really strange. It's a completely different world to get into, especially since PC building is a hard thing to do these days. But regardless, I do have a PC build coming out next week, which I'm really excited for you guys to see, because I've been holding on to this case for, I think I've had it for 4 months now, and I've wanted to build in it, and I'm finally going to build in it. And I miss PC building, man. I really do. So I'm excited that I get to PC build again. And then we also have another PC build the week after, which is sick. I'm super excited to do that one too. So just because I did a sim racing rig, and just because we're looking at cool things like insane projectors like I did last week, that doesn't mean that PC building is done. If I have the opportunity to build a computer, I will drop anything else that I'm doing to build the computer and do that, because that's way more my skill set than anything else. I just like everything else, but like if we're talking about love of the game is computers, man. It really is. And it's a shame that like everything sucks. But I am super excited to see what you guys think about what we can do with this space, because I feel, and this is just me being like hopeful, I feel like we can do something really cool here, so that every video we've got something like super sick to look at in the background while I'm doing my thing and building computers or talking about whatever we're talking about in that time. I think I've always wanted a better backdrop, even though a lot of people didn't care that it was a gray wall. They just said, don't waste my money, but it's me. I want it. I want a better backdrop. I've always wanted one, and we're gonna do one, and you guys are gonna help. And I would love it if like your suggestions end up being like options that we take, and then it ends up on the wall or anything like that. I think it's super cool. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to hear what you guys say. If I don't respond to every comment in the comment section down below, I've read them. I promise you I'm reading every comment. I just have like a million things. I'm just talking to my wife about it. I have like a month and a half's worth of content lined up, and that's like, I mean, if I like really cram it all in, I could stretch that out over like 2.5, 3 months. So I've got a lot of work to do. Plus I gotta be a husband and a dad, and I gotta like mow the lawn and stuff, which I'm gonna go do right now. So can't wait to read your comments. Subscribe. See you later.